Hey guys, today we're installing Docker Engine on Ubuntu Linux. Now, there are a couple different options. You can install Docker Engine or Docker Desktop. Docker Engine is the actual service that runs Docker and manages all your containers and stuff for you. So it's great for servers and for development. Now, Docker Desktop is a nice GUI for managing Docker. It basically installs Docker in a VM in a nice controlled environment. You can install it on Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. So Docker Desktop can run on all three operating systems. So for Linux, you can install Docker Engine directly. So these instructions, I basically lifted them from the official Docker site, but I formatted it a little bit more nicely on my website. So this web page you see on the right side here is my site. Just check the link in the description of this video if you want this page and if you want to be able to copy and paste these commands like I'm doing. So any case, first command here basically just removes any existing Docker packages, which I have none on my system, which is why you see all those errors saying, hey, this doesn't exist, but just run it anyways to make sure it's all gone. And you can optionally run these sudo rmrf commands to remove your var lib docker and var lib container d directories to wipe out any existing containers or anything else. So any case, moving right along here, you're going to want to update your info about the repository. So do an apt update, or in this case, I typed apt-get update, apt-get, or apt update. Basically the same command, just a newer version of it. But in any case, do the update, just to update the info about your repository. And then we are going to also add these, we're going to install these extra packages that are prerequisites for, pulling down the new repo using SSL properly. So in any case, we are now going to install some key rings. And let's see here, I'm going to be pasting this in just a second. Here we go. I'm basically doing a voiceover after recording myself doing this. So in any case, we're going to do a curl and download this GPG key. So basically these three commands I'm running here are basically just to add the Docker keys. Essentially, that's what we're doing. So we're going to do, we're going to chmod the keys using root permissions. So that's why you have sudo there. So anyways, we add the keys. Now we're going to run this big long command that's composed of smaller commands, which will, this actually adds the repo. So that adds the official Docker repo for Ubuntu. And we are now going to run apt-get update again to update info about that our system has about the repos that are available to it. So that updates all the info, gives us the latest info about all the packages available. So now we're going to run this command apt-get install to actually install Docker. Now it's going to apt-get install all of these package names. These are the package names that in 2023 you would want to have installed directly from the Docker repo to have the officially supported Docker version of Docker that comes from Docker itself. So in any case, it moves along relatively quickly. It should be done in just a few seconds. So getting there, almost there. And there we go. So now we're going to verify it. We're going to use sudo because as of now only root has permission to do stuff with Docker. So we're going to be running this hello world Docker container just to show that Docker is working. And there we go. It says hello from Docker and gives us some information about Docker. So this proves that Docker is in fact working and we can run a container, which is nice. So that's hello world of the container world. So run Docker PS as the current user. We get an error because we don't have permissions. So I'm going to sudo to root. We could just as well preface each of these commands with sudo, but I'm just becoming root just to make it easier. And here we go. We check any containers, nothing running, add a -a, and we can see this exited container, the hello world container that we just ran. Now we can run Docker images, see that we have that, the image for that container there, just to show you that it's working and everything. And just to kind of demo and show a few commands that you can run. Now, I'm going to move along down here in my instructions, and remember, check the link in the description for this page. And if you don't have a connection to the internet or you don't want to connect, you don't feel like installing their repo, you can actually go to these links on this page, the download links, and you can download these these packages yourself, just download the latest version, replace those X's with the latest version you see on that page. You can download them and use dpackage to install them and enable and start the package manually. So that's an option, and we're going to show you going to this. So this second link here is the actual link for my system. Now this is hard to see because it's not zoomed in, but those two links that I click on there are basically, I clicked on the first link on my site, and then you go down 2 subdirectories or 3 subdirectories to get to that second link that I listed there, which is where you would pull all the packages here from. So yeah, just pull them down and you can install them and then start up Docker and test it out the same way. These 2 reference links are at the bottom are the official Docker documentation, which I basically based this document off of. So yeah, hopefully you found this insightful, helpful. Hopefully these instructions are easier to follow than the official Docker instructions. Hopefully this helps someone. Hopefully maybe you at least found this interesting, if not helpful. You might want to give me a thumbs up. If you know something I don't know, leave a comment down below, not just for me, but for the next person who watches this video. And also, you might want to hit that subscribe button because you don't want to miss out on some of the great content we're putting out. We're going to have some more Docker content. We're going to be doing some Hadoop content, a lot of systems stuff, a lot of coding, Python, Java, all sorts of different languages, Golang even. We're going to have a lot of Raspberry Pi stuff, a lot of robots, electronics, a lot of interesting stuff, 3D printing, anything tech related. So you don't want to miss out. Make your YouTube feed a little bit better. Hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon. Otherwise YouTube won't let you know when we come out with new videos. And that is about it for today. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.